You must be wondering how to receive the full security deposit back from your landlord. Dubai has a thriving real estate market where tenants can look around for better offers when their contracts are up for renewal, while Ujari contracts have made lives easier for landlords and tenants. Getting a full security deposit refund in Dubai can sometimes be tricky. When tenants switch homes, they are entitled to receive the security deposit back from the landlord. In most cases, this happens without issue. However, there can be deductions that the tenant is unprepared for at times. Let's delve a little deeper and see what renters can do to avoid nasty surprises. The Dubai rental law. Let's look at the issue in the light of the legal framework. The Dubai rental law clearly states that when entering into a lease contract, the landlord may obtain from the tenant a security deposit to ensure the maintenance of the property upon the expiry of the lease contract, provided that the landlord undertakes to refund said deposit or remainder, therefore to the tenant upon the expiry of the lease contract. There are three essential elements to this particular stipulation. If they want, the landlord may get a security deposit from the tenant at the start of the rental lease. The security deposit is for end-of-lease maintenance resulting from the wear and tear caused to the property while the tenant inhabited it. The landlord must refund the security deposit in full or what's left after deductions to their tenant when the latter vacates to the property. Tenant receiving the security deposit back from the landlord. As per practice, the landlord gets a security deposit check from the tenant to pay for any property damages, and the cost of wear and tear is deducted from the security deposit when the tenant vacates the rental property. While the law explains the purpose and treatment of security deposit in Dubai, it does not specify allowable deductions by the landlord. What generally classifies as damage or wear and tear of the property, what amount should be deducted for a certain level of wear and tear or property damage. Since the law does not set any parameters to determine the total cost of damage or wear and tear, the amount deducted is entirely at the landlord's discretion, and sometimes these deductions are exorbitant against the security deposit refund a tenant gets in Dubai. Having said that, getting a complete security deposit refund in Dubai is still quite possible as long as the tenant performs due diligence and protects themselves by following some simple guidelines. Receiving the security deposit back from the landlord. Whether renting long-term or short-term in Dubai, follow these simple tips to get your full security deposit or at least most of it back from the landlord in Dubai. Read your tenancy contract carefully. As per the rule of thumb, the landlord must return the full security deposit as long as tenants vacate the premises in a satisfactory condition as per the contract. It is, therefore, important to thoroughly read the tenancy contract in Dubai. In addition to outlining the rights and liabilities of each party, the agreement includes specific details related to the rental security deposit claims. Anyone who has entered into a tenancy contract in Dubai knows that the tenant must leave the property in the same condition they got it in or repair any damage to the property beyond normal wear and tear and so on. As long as the tenant abides by these terms, they can receive a full refund of the security rent deposit in Dubai. Signing tenancy contract. To sum up, your biggest guarantee of not losing your security deposit amount is to carefully read the rental contract before signing it, obtain clarification if required on any security deposit terms and clauses that are unclear, request the landlord to state what is classified as wear and tear. Before moving in, check the property's condition and inform the landlord of anything that is damaged or broken. Ensure the clauses are unchanged every time you renew your tenancy contract in Dubai. Seek permissions before making any change to the property. Before moving out, try to fix any of the damages that may have occurred during your tenancy. Always get a check-in and check-out report. Another key step that even the most prominent real estate agents in Dubai swear by is check-in and check-out reports. These reports include photographic evidence of the property's condition before the tenant moves in and after moving out. These reports are ideally conducted by the landlord in the tenant's presence, with the evidence in place. It is much easier to determine any discrepancies in the condition of the property and the extent of damage and wear and tear. If the wear and tear is minor, the tenant gets a full security deposit refund in Dubai. If, however, disputes still arise over the request for refund of security deposit check, the tenant should formally lodge or register a case with the Dubai Rental Dispute Center at the Real Estate Regulatory Agency, which is RERA. RDC is a Dubai Land Department's judicial arm that uses flexible mechanism to settle rental disputes in the Emirates and other issues related to Dubai real estate. Tenants can register the case with a fee of 3.5% of the annual rent, minimum AED 500 and maximum AED 20k, plus there is an administrative cost of AED 320. The arbitration department will try to reach a decision within 15 days. If that is not possible, a lawsuit is to be filed. The timeline for a ruling is a maximum of 30 days. However, if you want to receive the security deposit back from the landlord quickly, this might not be the best idea. If a solution can be found with talks, it will save time and visits to the courts. Helpful tips to receive the security deposit back from the landlord. While due diligence always comes in handy, these tips can further cement your standing when requesting a full security deposit return in Dubai. Security deposit return is the right of the tenant as long as they are leaving the house in a satisfactory condition. Repair and repaint the walls. While reasonable wear and tear are permissible, why give the landlord a chance to deduct money from your security deposit check? Make it a habit to restore the walls to a good condition when you vacate the property. Always repaint them and repair any damage, drill holes, scuff marks, and more before you hand the keys back to the landlord. This applies to both tenants living in apartments for rent in Dubai and those renting villas in Dubai. Record all your property-related expenses from the day you move into your rental home in Dubai. Keep a record of property repairs you pay for, all you do to restore the property to a good condition before moving out. Doing so will help you advocate your case better when you request a security deposit refund from your landlord in Dubai. Clear your bills. Please don't leave your due bills for the landlord because it might end up costing you extra. Make sure you pay off all your dues, telephone, electricity, etc. before vacating the property to increase your chances of receiving a full security deposit refund check from the landlord. Take the furniture out. If you rented an unfurnished property, don't leave any furniture behind when you switch homes. Any removal costs incurred to remove the furniture will be deducted from your security deposit, and you don't want that. Hand over keys to RERA. If you suspect that your landlord will not return your security deposit, you can also hand over the keys to RERA on the moving out date. The organization can hold them for you until the payment is made. The landlord's responsibilities are the renter's right. When you are renting a home, you need to know the tenant's rights in Dubai. Part of those rights is the landlord's responsibility. When it comes to the property, the landlord must ensure that the tenant checks the property and tenancy contract for the following concerns. The property must be clean. The property must be clean and ready to move in for the new tenant. The landlord is responsible for ensuring the house is in good condition and livable before they hand it over to the tenant. Tenant just moved into rental property. Following a few steps can be helpful when you want to receive the security deposit back from the landlord. A safe living environment. The landlord needs to ensure that the property they hand over is safe. This includes windows and doors that tenants can securely lock and any fire or other alarms necessary for safe living. Also, the home should be equipped by essentials. Maintenance. One of the most important things to consider when renting a property in Dubai is maintenance, and who's responsible for it. Ideally, the landlord has to pay for all maintenance costs exceeding AED 500. Additionally, all major maintenance costs of plumbing, electrical, and air conditioning should be borne by the landlord, and none of these should be deducted from your security deposit check. However, the tenant must pay for fixing smaller wear and tear. Be mindful of these tips and guidelines on receiving the rental security deposit back from the landlord in Dubai. As long as you play it smart, you won't end up losing your security deposit refund in Dubai. So that's all. For more helpful information on the property market and lifestyle in the UAE, stay tuned to the top things, and please do let me know in the comment sections below that what kind of topic you want me to post in the next video. So I will try my best to post the same topic as you choose. So see you in the next video. Goodbye.